right, lads and lasses, you're here with him now, King of Scotland. It's got your attention, I suppose, otherwise, why would you watch another one? Pretty much. It's just flippity gibberish and floppity fluff. More or less, and it is. But in amongst, there's all kinds of magic and stuff. We gotta be careful, right, with the magic and the mind. Mostly, it's accurate history would help. Yeah, accurate history would help you with a lot of your problems. So, to get to that, where do we go with it? Talk to someone who was there. Talk to someone who was there. Whenever it was that you had a question about in history. How do you do that? You can't talk to someone who's dead men tell no tales. That depends. Do you know about rabbit trails? Rabbit trails or rabbit holes? Follow the white rabbit. You know it. It's been brought to you before. A couple of different ways. A couple of different stories. Most recently, I suppose, in the Matrix. Follow the white rabbit, Neil. Do you know what it is? The white rabbit? Okay, check this. You can time travel. Yeah, everyone. But you must be very careful, and you must have permission. Right? You must have permission. From who? From your parents, dude. Because, check this like this. You have two different tunnels to run in. One from your mother, one from your father. Chase the roots of your ancestors. Follow the white rabbit down the hole. You can go very far back if you dare. And everyone is different. And everyone is the same. Depends how far back you go. The pieces that you carry. So it just so happens that this guy, Uncle Mike, has got some strange rabbit holes, like uncanny. The places and the times. And the times. And 7 more. Things like that blow the doors sometimes. So let's do it then. Let's understand a little bit about Lewis Carroll and witnessing events, They happen all the time, right in front of your eyes. You're a witness to it, life. Follow the white rabbit, Alice. Because Alice in Wonderland, that's how we know it, but the book that was written, it was called Through the Looking Glass. A reference to a mirror. A mirror. Very simple thing. It's a reflector. Bounces light back the other way. But the rabbit trails, they're like this. If you don't have your parents' permission, either one, whichever trail you are running, you can cause some issues, okay? So, you gotta have their permission to run the trails. And that's why 12 becomes important, because before 12, you're probably not very interested in it at all. So 12, for the beginnings of it. And the rabbit holes. In your mind. At the base of the tree. It's a root structure, right? And the things you will see. And the things you will know once you've journeyed there. It can't be untold. It cannot be untold. It can be erased. It can be erased. Just erased. In its entirety. Absolutely. No need for that, though. For now, we should think about how it was in the way back. How far back. It depends, because at certain times in the history, there wasn't much happening, just not anything really exciting going on other than soap operas, right? Life stuff. But at certain times, it was magic to be alive. Watch it happening, all right in front of your eyes. So when you're running rabbit trails, if you're so lucky, because it's a lost art, and it can get messy. Because, yeah, you can probably do it, even without okay from your parents, but it's not recommended. No, you can't ask them, Ma, can I run your rabbit trails? But you can. Just got to ask them in a different way. Anyhow, Lewis Carroll, very inventive. Very inventive. I probably shouldn't, but I'll give you a little tidbit about something. And we'll come back to it later, I'm sure of it. But for now, think about Alice in Wonderland, right? Wonderland. Oh, man. Did you see that movie, though, that recently here? Wonderstone, I think. Wonderstone. Yeah, with the Stephen Carell and the Jim Carrey. Ooh, that was something, eh? Anyway, Alice in Wonderland. And where did she go all over the place and saw all kinds of crazy things, Cheshire cats and magic caterpillars and things like that. Do you remember the caterpillar sitting on his toadstool and he was puffing a pipe and blowing out leathers? Not all of the letters, just some of them. But mostly, the funny part was the vowels. Did you get it? Did you catch it? With the vowels, you know? Because we've got them in the English alphabet. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Five vowel sounds. And if it was a word spelled that way, A, O, I guess, right? Check these. Take the A, put it at the end, just for fun. Just for fun, try it. Well, then you got E, I, O, U, A, and then say it. Yahweh. That's funny, right? I mean, that's pretty good. You're getting it, huh? Starting to understand. Great Scott. Yeah. I mean, I told you before, it was like a Mayan ginger Jew. Did you see the Olympics at all? Did you check out the sliders? Right? All down the track, like so, like Sonic the Hedgehog, you know? That's what they remind me of. Like a pinball game. Can you imagine that? That looks like a lot of fun to me. Anyway, I just noticed the Canadian, right? Did you see on her helmet? Her pictures. Right? Her pictures. What was it? De la Muerta and Stone. Yeah, it's coming, man. Anyway, it's like a Tarantino film, kind of, right? Jump around. Yeah, that's a great song too. Get off your feet and jump around. That's what. Yeah, I mean, if you are young enough to jump around, do it, man. Being young. It's a lot of fun. If we could extend that period of time, I'd be alright. Yeah. I'm just saying. Anyway, the Great Scott, purchaser and repurchaser. I mean, you gotta understand a little bit. There are some smokes and mirrors happening. Well, there has to be. I mean, like Wonderstone. It's perfecting the illusion, you know, for the sake of the crowd, for their enjoyment, for their entertainment, you know. And of course, always the boss is like, get them back in the casinos. It's okay. It's okay. Did you see that? Did you catch that, buddy? Oh man, that's good. And the chains. I see ya. Lots of great movies. Great movies to watch. Watch them all if you can. Anyhow, I just had to be here with you for a minute because in reality, this is all I've got. It's just tonight until sunup. Pretty much, that's all I can promise is okay. I'll use these hours. As many as I can. As many as you'll let me. The dates. And the flower. It opens in the spring. The flower, always. Opens in the spring. Unless you force the tree or the plant to... you can force flowering. Pretty simple. Just change light cycles. Trick the tree. Ooh, it's fall time. Time to flower. Or in the spring, right? Spring and fall. It depends. Depends on the plant. Some things are already in the ground and growing, even though it's snowy and frozen. And as soon as the springtime arrives, come back again. Some of them right away with the flowering. Most not so much. Most they require most of the summer before bearing fruit. But it's amazing to watch, though. It really is. Anyway, I think that's pretty good. Just to help keep moving it along some. Just so you know, I am here. And you are.